Peach is here again. She wants to say hi to you. Can you say hello to Peach? What did you say, Peach? She said she is really, really pleased to be here with you because she's got something important to talk to you about. I will tell them. She wants to talk to you about worries. Do you know what worries are? What are worries? Can you tell a grown-up? I know. She's worried that you might not know what worrying means. Sometimes a worry is something that we have, it's a feeling. It's a feeling that we have when we're not sure about something, if we don't know what's going to happen. If we might feel worried when things have changed for us, and a worry is when we just feel a bit different inside, and sometimes it's tricky to understand that that's what you're feeling. Oh, that's a good idea. Peach has just said to me, sometimes when she feels worried, she gets a feeling in her tummy. Okay, she's telling me that these feelings in her tummy feel a bit like butterflies going all the way around in her tummy. That's what worrying sometimes feels like. You may never have felt that before, and that's great, but some of you might have, and that's also okay. And today, Peach wants to talk to you about worries and teach you this story about one of her friends. Peach keeps interrupting, doesn't she? Okay, what? Right, she wants me to tell you about the Worrysaurus. This is Peach's friend, the Worrysaurus. It's another wild thing, but he's not a monster. He's a dinosaur. Who likes dinosaurs? Yeah, we all like dinosaurs, don't we? So, thank you for this story, Peach. Shall we get on with the story? Yeah. So here's the story that Peach has given to me to share with you today. The Worrysaurus. Oh, now worrying, as we've just talked about, worrying means something's on your mind. Okay, we're not quite sure why we're feeling that way. So shall we find out why the Worrysaurus is a worrier, what he worries about? Let's see. On a hot and sunny morning, under lovely clear blue skies, a little Worrysaurus was opening his eyes. In his little cave there, he looks very tired. He brushed his tiny pointy teeth, then washed his top and tail. He packed a little bag of snacks and set off on a trail. He skipped along with happy legs across the golden sand and thought about the day that he had plotted, sketched and planned. If you are plotting and sketching and planning a day, that means you know exactly what's going to happen. Very, very organised, a great way to be. A yummy picnic, a delicious summer spread. Worrysaurus liked it when he knew what lay ahead. I think we all feel a bit like that. If we know what's happening, we feel very happy, don't we? We feel organised. We feel like we're in control of life. But he hadn't gotten far, you see. It hadn't been that long before his busy head dreamed up some things that could go wrong. Had he made enough to eat today and bought enough to drink? This Worrysaurus often was one to overthink. If you overthink something, that means that you just think about it so much that it becomes a worry for you. You think and think and think and think, and suddenly you start to worry about it. He's an overthinker. Lots and lots of people are overthinkers. What if I get lost, he thought, or trip and have a fall? His happy legs were slowing to a snuffly, shuffly crawl. Worrysaurus liked it when he felt that he was prepared. Unexpected happenings, they make him feel quite scared. So when suddenly from nowhere, a lizard skittered by, shouting in a squeaky yelp and pointing at the sky, I think a storm is coming. I heard it's on its way. Well, that really put a cloud above his Worrysaurus day. Oh no. So him thinking that there could be a storm coming has made him worry now about his picnic, I should think. A storm? said Worrysaurus, when it's so dry and hot and sunny. But the news became a butterfly that flitted in his tummy. I'm not ready for the rain, he said. I haven't got my wellies. Can you see him there worrying about that rain that's going to come? His teeth began to chatter and his knees, they turned to jellies. And all the while the sky was blue, the sun had shone and shone. But now his lovely picnic thoughts were definitely gone. Oh dear. Should he find a cave to shelter or run back home and hide? His little worry butterfly grew very strong inside. Can you remember Peach said that, didn't she? That sometimes she gets a butterfly in her tummy. It's not a real butterfly in the tummy. It's a feeling that a butterfly is in the tummy. And it sometimes makes you feel like you've got a bit of a tummy ache. But you haven't really. It's just a worry. But then he thought of something that his mummy liked to say. Oh, my little Worrysaurus, chase that butterfly away. Good advice, Mummy. Don't you worry now, my lovely. You must try not to fret. If it's not a happy ending, then it hasn't happened yet. So he reached into his bag just then to find a little tin. It helped him with his worries. It had happy things within. A special stick, a teddy, Ned, a pebble and a letter. And as he held them one by one, everything felt better. Can you see him holding those special things? So he's got things that make him feel better. That's good. Then he put away his tin and all the worries in his head, freed his little butterfly for happy thoughts instead. So the butterfly in his tummy, he's let go of it now because he's feeling a bit better. I'll chase my fears away. All is good and all is well and everything's okay. Oh, I'm so pleased that the Worrysaurus has a strategy. He has something that helps him to chase his worries away. And with those little wordlings, he calmed his busy brain. Since when the sun is shining, why worry, it will rain. So he shared his little picnic with the lizard in the sun, and they laughed at all their worrying and really had some fun. Since when you're in the moment, there's no need to run and hide. And then the only butterflies will be the ones outside. They're enjoying their life too. What a lovely story. The end. That's a really good story, isn't it? I'm really, really glad that Peach asked me to share that with you today, because I think worrying is something that everybody does. Sometimes we don't know we're worrying, sometimes we do. So I think that's a really, really good story for us to really have a think about what we might be worrying about. Do you have any worries? Is there anything that makes you feel like you've got butterflies in your tummy? So after enjoying that story, Peach and I had a little chat, and Peach has a really, really good idea. So we've worked on something together to share with you all. First of all, Peach has a poem, and it's called Worry Monsters Poem. So I'm going to read it to you. It's just behind me here. Okay, it says, I'm your little worry monster. I am always here. When worries pop into your head, don't let them turn to fear. Take a piece of paper. Make sure you write your name. Explain your worry. Write it clear and plain. Put the worry into my mouth and let me eat the fear. Put a smile upon your face, then give a great big cheer. But what does it mean? What's a worry monster? You might be wondering what on earth I'm talking about here with a piece of paper and a monster eating my fear. I'll show you. Peach and I have made a worry monster. Can you see our worry monster? It's got a great big mouth here, and I'm going to do what the poem says. I'm going to feed my worry monster some of my worries. Okay, this is a great idea, Peach, thank you. So, first of all, I've made my worry monster just using a box that I received from Amazon. And I've got some masking tape. In fact, I've got some here to show you. This is masking tape. Do you remember we've got lots of this at school? If you don't have any of this at home, your grown-ups might be able to find some. It's quite cheap. And if not, you could just use normal sellotape. But it's really good because you can paint over it. Okay, so I opened my box a little bit and then I put some tape here to make the mouth come out a bit so I can put my worries inside. I got a toilet roll and I've chopped it in half. So I've got one here and one here for my monster's eyes. I've used some card to create some lashes because I do like putting eyelashes on my creations sometimes. And then I've cut out a zigzag pattern here for some triangular teeth. So here's my worry monster. Now the poem says we should write our fears down. Sometimes we can't always write everything that we're thinking, so you could draw a picture instead. Peach thought of that idea. That was a really good idea, Peach, because we know not everybody can write all the time. Otherwise, it might take a really long time and then we forget what our worries are. So I've written down two of my worries, okay? And I'm going to share them with you. Is that okay? Do you mind if I share my worries with you? Because sometimes, just like you, grown-ups have worries too. So my first worry is quite a little worry. Sometimes worries are little, sometimes they're big, but to me, it's still worrying me a little bit. My worry is here. I can't find my shoe, and I'm getting really worried about it. I've got a favourite pair of shoes at home. I can only find one. I can't just walk around with one shoe on, can I? So it's starting to make me feel a bit anxious. I'm starting to feel a bit worried about my shoe. So I'm just going to fold up that worry and I'm going to do what the poem says. I'm going to feed it to my monster. And it's gone. And the monster's eaten my worry away, and suddenly I might start to feel a bit better that I've shared my worry with my monster. And you know, I even feel a bit better because I've shared it with you. I've told all of you about my worry. I've got another worry here. This one feels a bit bigger to me because at the moment we all know there's a horrible naughty virus around, isn't it? That's why we're not together every day at the moment. And we really want it to go, don't we? Because it's not making things very fun for everybody. And that might be causing some worries in your home. And that's normal and that's okay, because I'm a bit worried as well. Although I'm safe, and I'm sure all of you are keeping safe, I'm a bit worried here, and I've drawn a picture of it as well. Look, what have I drawn a picture of? Can you see? I'm a bit worried because I'm not seeing my friends. And I love my friends. You know how you love your friends? And you're my friends as well, aren't you? I'm a bit worried about not seeing all my friends because I'm missing them. I miss giggling with my friends. I miss playing with my friends. And I just really, really can't wait to see them again. And I know I will, but I sometimes just feel like I just really want to see them now. And I'm worried that I'm not seeing them. So I'm going to fold my worry, and I drew a picture on this one as well because I wanted to show you that you can just draw your worry as well. So I've got my worry about not seeing my friends, and I'm going to feed it to the monster. Can you make a monster munching sound as she eats it? There we go. So now I feel a bit better, but I'm still a bit worried. But hopefully, if I talk to my worry monster and feed it my worries more often, I might get used to letting go of how I feel. And my butterflies in my tummy, those ones that Peach was talking about, they might start to disappear as well. It's a good idea, isn't it? Maybe you could make your own worry monster and feed it things that might be bothering you. It might just be you want to feed it something what seems little in your life, like me losing my shoe, but it might be something that feels big to you. If you've got a worry, you can give it to your monster. Even your grown-ups could as well. You could all put your worries into the monster's mouth. What do you think? Do you think you could have a go? I'd love to hear about your worry monsters. You don't need to tell me your worries because your monster can deal with them. But if you wanted to, that's also okay. Thank you for the idea, Peach. I'm really grateful to have Peach with me. Good job she's my friend that I can see. Okay, you all take care of yourselves. Keep being really good for your grown-ups, using your manners. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye-bye.